do this because it's fun. Like, I don't see myself doing anything else.
I do because I enjoy it. I meet people through it and it makes me feel better about myself.
I just get really happy. It's just an amazing feeling altogether.
I really love him and they make me really happy, and I don't know what I'd do without him.
Fangirls. A female fan, especially one who is obsessive about comics, films, music or science fiction. Your average fangirl, despite the implication of the name, is a grown-up. Throughout the journey of this documentary, we explored the lives of fangirls and wanted to find out what extreme lengths fans go to meet a band or artist. Our first leg of the journey took us to Leeds, where we met Sarah, an avid McFly fan.
I'm Sarah, I'm 26 and I'm from Leeds.
Who are you a fan of?
I'm a fan of McFly.
How far have you travelled for them?
Probably the furthest I've travelled is to London for the Royal Albert Hall. I've never been one for travelling far for bands before, but I felt I couldn't miss it because obviously it was the 10th anniversary concert.
Have you gone to any extreme lengths to see or meet them?
Other than travelling far for London, I've just done the usual waiting outside radio stations. When they used to do signings HMV in Leeds, I used to go by myself at like 6 o'clock in the morning and just sit outside until the shop opened at like 8 or 9, just so I could get a wristband. I've waited outside hotels for them. Well, that's maybe a little one time, but other than that, it's probably just that, yeah.
Why do you do this?
Why not? I think it's fun. I mean, I've met so many people through McFly, and some people are like, oh, why would you bother? Why would you do it? It's just like, I don't really have an answer for him because I just see it as something normal. Just I love him like so much that I'll do it. If it's in my price range, I'll do it.
Yeah. Have you got any tattoo like related to the band?
Yeah, a lot of people have like lyrics and such and like that, but I've got the symbol from the Radioactive album. I did want to get it in time for the Royal Albert Hall, but unfortunately I couldn't get the money in time.
Yeah.
But I have met the boys since I've got this tattoo, and Tom always notices it. Danny, like they're all complimenting it and say it's a really good tattoo and it's really well done. And I'm just like, because some people like, I feel like if you get a tattoo of your band, I don't like to be one of them people that get like the word McFly or, you know, like to a McFly fan, well, no, that's a McFly tattoo. So
so it like symbolises.
So it symbolises. Yeah. So some people say, well, were you going to regret it? I'm like, well, I won't get it if I'd regret it.
Yeah. How do your relatives and friends react to your frequent travelling to see them?
Well, they've had about maybe over 10 years now to get used to it. At first, my mum thought I was a bit mental. She didn't really understand why I did it, but she never stopped me from doing it. And my friends think I'm also mental, but I think everyone's got used to it because it's become part of my personality. So they've all got really used to it. So I want one of them kids that wasn't allowed to go see their favourite band. Yeah. So I was always alright with it.
How big of an impact have they had on your life?
Huge. Absolutely huge. Like, if you go to any of my social media profiles, it's Disney, McFly. McFly is in everything that you'll see about me. They are just a huge part of my life, and I don't really know what I'd be into if they weren't around.
After meeting with Sarah, we decided to go and see firsthand what fangirls are really like. We travelled to Manchester to witness a meet-up with an up-and-coming band called Hometown.
Start heading towards the car. Oh, John.
After seeing the mobbing in Manchester, we arranged to meet up with two fans of smaller, more local bands as they prepared for a gig that night in York.
Hi, I'm Eloise McIlreavy, I'm 25 and I'm from Corby, Northamptonshire.
Who are you a fan of?
EOV.
What got you into them?
A friend actually, a mutual friend, had been going to see them for a little bit, so she invited me along, and as soon as I went to their first show I thought they were amazing. Great atmosphere, great lads, so carried on.
How many times have you been to see them?
16 times.
Have you gone to any extreme lengths to see or meet them?
Waited obviously an hour up to 2 hours after for them to pack up to get photos to meet them, so that's been quite obviously a challenge, especially when cold conditions as well.
I can imagine. Why do you do this?
Just because I love the music. I love to go to gig, to see different bands, especially those guys, and to see how far they come each time they play. They progress and they become better and better. So
yeah, do they appreciate you?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they definitely tell us they appreciate their loyal fans coming.
Can you put into words the feeling you have when you attend one of the gigs?
Just pride. How far they've achieved. Obviously they've got an album out. You know how many times they've played it. They get better and better. Obviously the crowd interaction as well is just a really good thing.
Yeah. Does going to a lot of the gigs help you escape from day-to-day life?
Well, obviously my family's pretty much, they're okay with me travelling and things, but you always have that sort of hatred towards some family members, so it's nice to get out and have a break and see your friends as well. So
yeah. How big of an impact have they had on your life?
I'd say pretty big. I spent most of my wages on travelling, helping them out with their merch, album sales. So I say a lot of it is spent obviously trying to see them.
I am Lauren. I'm 19 years old and I'm from Reading in England.
Who are you a fan of?
Glamour of the Kill.
What got you into them?
It was a coincidence really. I went to go and see another band play, and they were supporting them. And yeah, ever since then I've been into them.
How many times have you been to see them?
7 so far, and I'm seeing them again tonight, so 8.
How far have you travelled to see them?
I've travelled all the way to Sheffield from Reading. That was the furthest I've travelled before until today, when I have travelled all the way to York from Reading again. But some of their fans, they go to extreme lengths to travel to see them. I mean, at a recent gig I've been to, I spoke to some fans that have travelled all the way from America, the Netherlands, Germany, Spain, France. It's crazy.
Oh wow, they're not really a big band, are they, either?
No, they're not.
Have you gone to any extreme lengths to see or meet them?
Not particularly, no. I mean, I stayed behind after the gigs to wait for them to pack up before I meet them. But that's about it, really.
Have they met you after?
Yes, they have.
Why do you do this?
I just really enjoy it. I just love meeting friends as well.
Yeah.
When I'm there.
Can you put into words the feelings that you have when you attend one of the gigs?
I just get really happy. It's just an amazing feeling altogether.
How do your relatives and friends react to your frequent travelling?
It doesn't bother them at all, honestly. I can go anywhere and they're just like, oh cool, have fun.
Upon the success of the 2 interviews before a gig in York, we decided to visit some of the bigger venues as they hosted gigs and signings the same day.
Who have you come to see?
Hometown!
Yeah, hometown.
The Vamps. The Vamps and the Tide.
All of them.
The Tide.
And Conamina.
The Tide and New Hope Club.
The Tide and New Hope Club. The Tide and New Hope Club. We've met the Tide and New Hope Club.
Have you ever met them?
Yeah!
How many times we've done?
Radio tour. Book, no, not book signing, CD signing.
Wait, we met them outside here?
Outside here? I don't know how many times we've met them.
Like 30 times.
I've met James and Tristan once at a CD signing in Sheffield.
I've met them outside the Tide. Yeah.
How many times have you met him?
We've met Connor twice, and the Vamps we met last year. This is the first time.
What was it like?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Did they live up to your expectations?
Yeah.
Did they live up to your expectations of meeting them?
But not for me. I met them 3 weeks ago.
How did you meet him?
At another sign-in in Birmingham.
Right. How long have you waited to meet him today?
3 hours?
Yeah,
3 hours.
roughly.
Second time.
How did you meet him before?
Went to the sign-in in Birmingham.
Have you gone to any extreme lengths to meet them?
What does that mean?
Like, have you waited ages, or you ran to him, or?
Oh, we wait all the time, don't we?
Yeah, only because they're lazy bastards.
I once waited outside the concert for like hours, and then I had to leave, but my friend got to meet him and I was really upset.
You made a barrier for Connor?
Yeah, we made a barrier in the middle of the road to not let
stop.
Connor out.
Yeah.
How did you get the barrier?
Well, there was like loads of people like waiting to see it.
So we stood in the middle
There
of
was
the
like
road.
a car, so we sort of made a human barrier. He came anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah.
No. Oh right, yeah, we've seen them live, yeah.
Why did you do this for them?
Because they're really nice people. And we really like the music.
Do they recognise you when you see them?
Yeah.
Because I really love him and they make me really happy, and I don't know what I'd do without him.
Because we like
To like connect with them, I like to feel like they know who I am.
yeah.
Like if I meet them, they'll know who I am.
Did they remember you from last time?
I don't know. I think so because Austin did say, "Oh, it's fine." I didn't get a photo with him last
Yeah.
time.
We love them so much. Like we just want to show them that we care and that lot.
I really fancy Kieron, to be honest. Like, I'm keeping my eyes out for him because he's like...
You like to look at the camera.
I don't like looking at camera. No, look, you've got to keep look out for Kieron because he's like bangable, 10 out of 10. And at the CD signing. Excuse me.
Basically, he kissed
At
you on
the
the
CD
cheek.
signing, he kissed me on the cheek, and all of the boys like were watching, like they were all meeting fans, and they were all like watching, and then they went like this. Oh yes, like that, and I burst out laughing because it was funny, and yeah, that's the end of that.
Where did you meet him?
Here last year.
How did you meet him?
Well,
Can you sing on the radio?
I sang on the radio.
On the radio?
There was like a radio competition. You needed to sing like the rest of the lyrics to Cecilia.
I did it.
Yeah, it was.
How long have you been a fan of him?
I don't actually remember.
No.
How much did they mean to you?
Like the world, the whole universe, just everything.
A lot
to me.
so much.
Finally, on the last leg of the journey, we went back to Manchester to meet with Kerry to get her side of the fangirl life.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kerry.
Who are you a fan of?
Well, as you can see behind me, McFly.
How long have you been a fan of them?
Since I was 10 and I watched 5 Colours in Her Hair for the first time, and that's when I was hooked.
How many times have you been to see them?
I've seen them around 29-30 times, but my first time I got my tickets on Christmas Day in 2005 for their Wonderland tour in 2006.
Have you been to every tour then?
Yeah, multiple times since 2011.
Have you ever met them?
Probably about 20 times. They don't really remember me, except Danny
Really?
did.
Oh wow. What was the first time meeting them like then?
I thought I'd be fine. I was like, oh, I can do this. I went with my friend. I thought, oh yeah, we're having a good time. They come out the car and I dropped to the floor because I fainted.
And then my friend had to drag me through a crowd of people saying, Kerry, you can do this. And then this other girl, I don't even know who she is, she popped out of nowhere and grabbed my other arm and said, you can do this, Kerry. I'm like, who are you? So dragged me to Danny and voila.
So you met him then?
Yeah.
Why do you do this and what do you achieve out of fangirling?
I do this because I find it fun and you can meet your friends you've not seen for a long time, or you can make new friends. I don't find it very easy to make friends sometimes, but it's a hobby more than anything.
Have you ever gone to extreme lengths to see or meet them?
Yes. I camped for about a week to see them at 4 different shows. Nearly got mugged, but I was asleep so I don't remember this. I think it was last week I stayed out for 15 hours from 5 o'clock at night till, I think it was 8 o'clock we left to see Danny play for Sport Relief for his 12-hour football match. We thought we were going to die of pneumonia, but we stayed.
Can you put into words the feelings that you have when you attend one of the concerts?
I don't think anyone has that feeling unless you're a fangirl or a big fan of something or a movie. Even people who've gone to see Star Wars will have that feeling of excitement where you feel like your heart's going to explode, but your heart also falls out your ass before you go in because you're that excited. And when you get the feeling of that barrier in your hand, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world.
Is barrier the best place to be then?
Yes. You're not in a good position unless you're at the barrier.
Does it help as a release from life?
Yes. Yes. It make your life better, really. Sometimes it don't make your life better because McBusted happened. But sometimes it make your life amazing. You don't know what to do when it ends. Tour depression, that's horrible.
What's tour depression?
It's where you've been to, well, it doesn't matter if it's McFly or whatever, but if you're fangirl of something and you've been to like 5 shows and it's the end of the tour and you know you're not going to see them until next year, and you get all sad. But you're sad for about a week. You don't want to get out of bed for a week because of this.
Why do you do this and what do you achieve out of fangirling?
I do this because it's fun. Like, I don't see myself doing anything else. It's like my normal life for me because people think, why do you do this? And it's because I've been doing it since I was 10, so it's just natural for me to go stay outside the lorry for 11 hours. But yeah, I get a lot of enjoyment.
As we have been on this journey, we have found that fangirls can come in all ages and gender. We got an understanding of the mind of a fangirl and how much a band or artist mean to them, which is quite a lot in some cases. We set out to find out what extreme lengths fangirls go to meet a band and why, and this was very successful.